So in this week's video, I want to talk to you about outgrowing your clients. So this interesting topic, this came up on the mastermind call today, and Tim brought this up. And Tim, it was a poignant point. Is that the right phraseology? I think it is. The point was, you ever had a client that has outgrown you? Like I had a client and he was talking about clients that you bring them on, they're a sole proprietor, then you incorporate them, then they get bigger, and then you help them all the way through. And eventually they get so big and they're like, you know what, I'm too big. I need to go to KPMG, or I need to go to one of the bigger firms, and I need an audit done or whatever. And they outgrow you. Like clients outgrow you. And so it happens all the time. Clients get to a certain size and then they outgrow you, and then they move on to another accountant. But why is it that accountants feel bad about outgrowing their clients? Because you can outgrow your client too. Like it's a two-way street. Like the last video I did was on partnerships, and this is the same thing. You can outgrow your client. What's wrong with that? And so when we're doing the accountant success formula, we talk about, the first thing we do is we figure out your business model, what you want it to look like, your ideal business model. And so we come up with a average price per client, and what your costing model is going to look like, and what your profit model is, and this is your ideal. And so we're going to move towards that. And how we're going to elevate all the clients up, we're going to increase more value, and we're going to increase pricing. Well, that means that some of those clients are not going to join you. They're not going to come with you. You've outgrown them. There's nothing wrong with that. So when you come to the client and you're saying, I'm going to charge you a higher price, and here's the new pricing model, and here's the new model that I'm doing it under, we get this weird feeling. It's like, well, it doesn't feel right. And I've been there. Trust me. It was really hard for me in the past to try and raise my prices. But then, as Tim pointed out, it's our clients outgrow us all the time. So why can't we outgrow our clients? I'm sure every single accounting firm out there has a layer of clients that are paying way too little, and they're messy clients, super low price, and you've basically outgrown them. Maybe you start, like so my history was I was in a multiple partner firm, and then my partnership collapsed, and I started up my new practice. Well, of course, when I started up my new practice after the partnership collapse, you're pretty well taking whoever you can. You know, if you got a pulse and a checkbook, I'll take you on as a client, right? And you do that. And so you take these clients on, but eventually you start growing, you get bigger and more confident, and you get better skills, and you start growing, and you can outgrow your clients. There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, you really have to cut away that lower level of client and get them over to someone else. Get them to another accountant who's starting out. Those clients need to be served somewhere else. So when you outgrow your clients, think about it in terms of you've just outgrown that partnership with them. Now they need to go into a new partnership with a new accountant. And then in the accountant success formula, we have a way of doing this. We say there's a way of telling someone to go to hell where they look forward to the trip. You can actually get paid to no longer do that low level work. We find another accountant to buy the practice from you, and there's a whole methodology around that. Again, if you're ever interested, reach out, let me know, and I can have a chat with you and let you know how that works. But yeah, outgrowing your clients, nothing wrong with it. Clients outgrow us all the time, so it's okay for you to outgrow your clients. And I guarantee it, you have a whole schwack of clients at the bottom, and they need to be called off. And as soon as you do, your profitability goes through the roof, and you reduce your stress and workload levels dramatically. So there you go. That's the end of this week's topic. It's okay for you to outgrow your clients. Tim, thank you again for that. As always, I'm Erik Solbakken, reminding you that when you take back control of your business model, you can take back control of your life. Stay tuned for more success tips to come.